The time has come. You are now standing in the final 999 portal, and from now on, you won't be the same. After today, there won't be another chance like this in almost a decade. For the chosen ones, this isn't just another date on the calendar. This is the kind of alignment that can push you into the next chapter of your destiny. Think about it, the final 999, the last page in a book that has been writing itself for years. Some of you have been waiting for a breakthrough, a turning point, a sign so clear you couldn't ignore it. And now it's here. This is the energy that separates those who only watch life happen from those who step into what was meant for them. But here's the truth. Most people will let this pass. And that's exactly why this moment is not for everyone, it's for you. And if you're still here right now, you already know you weren't meant to miss this. This date, September 27th, isn't random. Add the digits in the day, and it gives us 9, the month itself is 9, and the year's digits gives us another 9. That's where today's 999 alignment is born. Now let's be real, July, August, and September have not been easy months. Unexpected endings, resistance everywhere, emotional weight that felt like it would never lift. And yet, here you are. If no one told you this, hear it now. Your guides are proud of how you've carried yourself through all of this. Remember how on the 9th of this month, we had the first 999 portal? That was the opening. Today is the closing, but it isn't closing against you. It's closing for you. This final 999 flips the script. Think of 666, the number that often gets tied to struggle, chaos, and heaviness. Reverse it, and what do you get? 999. Today is the day to turn what broke you into what builds you. To take the hardest parts of your past months and forge them into strength you didn't know you had. And if you've been feeling this portal already, feel free to leave your thoughts below. You could even comment 999 along with it in order to align yourself with this energy. This is your turn to shine. This final 999 portal doesn't shine its light on those who are polished, prepared, or already celebrated. Instead, it reaches for the ones who've been overlooked, doubted, and rejected. The misfits, the outsiders, the ones who never seem to fit the mold. If that's you, then today is not a punishment for being different, it's a reward. The energy of this portal flips the script, handing strength to those who've been underestimated the most. Think about history. The greatest revolutions, the biggest breakthroughs, the loudest changes never started from the center of the stage. They were sparked by the ones standing in the shadows. And that's exactly what today's alignment is highlighting. Those who were last are about to become first. You may notice people around you suddenly paying attention, maybe even relying on you in ways they never did before. What you thought was your weakness, your difference, your outsider status, is being turned into the exact leverage you need to step into a new role of influence. This isn't just chance. It's the universe's final subversive act before the reset. It's almost like the last laugh, giving the power to those who were once written off. Another strange twist of this 999 portal is how it handles opposition. For months, maybe even years, you've had people against you, enemies, critics, backstabbers, people who seem to thrive on tearing you down. But today, their efforts won't land the way they expect. Insults could actually draw more attention to you, betrayals could end up exposing their own weakness, and attacks might create opportunities you couldn't have opened for yourself. It's like this energy is wired to flip negativity on its head. Every stone thrown at you today has the power to build your next step upward. What was meant to harm you may now position you for something better. It's as if the portal has taken the rulebook of resistance and turned every page upside down. Even enemies can become tools for your growth without even realizing it. So instead of bracing for conflict, watch what unfolds. Today, opposition is not the end of your path. It's a hidden doorway forward. And the more resistance you've faced, the stronger the rebound energy waiting on the other side. For so long, manifestation has been framed as a game of the mind. Visualize the car, repeat the mantra, focus harder, push harder, think harder. But the truth is, this 999 portal is breaking that old system apart. It no longer responds to the noise of the mind. It's calling you to drop into the one place that can't lie, your heart. Manifestation from the mind manipulates reality. Manifestation from the heart magnetizes it. This is why so many people have been feeling blocked lately. The old tricks aren't working. You can set goals, write lists, chant affirmations until your throat hurts, and yet nothing seems to stick. That isn't failure, it's a sign. It's the universe saying the mind is no longer the driver, the heart is. And what does that mean? It means manifestation is no longer about what you think you want. It's about what you are ready to feel. The heart doesn't deal in fantasy, it deals in frequency. If you say you want abundance but you secretly feel small, the heart will not lie for you. But if you feel open, worthy, at peace with what you already hold, the universe bends toward that vibration instantly. Think of this portal as a cosmic reset button. It's scrapping the tired formula of visualize plus repeat and replacing it with something raw, deeper, more alive. It's saying, if you can feel it in your chest, if your body can believe it before your mind does, then reality will align around you. Stop chasing what looks good on paper. Start receiving what feels true in your heart. This is also why people today may feel a tug in their emotions. Sudden surges of gratitude, waves of longing, bursts of joy that don't seem tied to anything. That's the portal, tuning your frequency, nudging you out of the head and into the chest. And here's the quantum leap. Manifestations born from the heart don't arrive as rewards after months of effort. They align almost immediately because they don't require convincing the universe. They are the universe. The heart doesn't ask, it embodies. That's why today matters. This final portal isn't just a symbolic number. It's a doorway where your manifestations stop being pictures on a vision board and start becoming the atmosphere you live in. So if you've been forcing outcomes with sheer mental effort, let this be the shift. And when you do, you'll notice something extraordinary. The things you stop chasing begin to find their way to you. Not everyone is experiencing this portal the same way. Some of you watching are part of what can only be called the first wave. Souls who came here to anchor a higher frequency before the rest of the world even knew it was coming. You're the ones who have been feeling out of place for years, sensing changes before they were visible, drawn to growth, while others stayed asleep. While most people's transformation ends with personal change, yours extends far beyond that. Your energy is like a lighthouse on a stormy shore, steady, visible, and quietly guiding others even when you don't realize it. You are not just living through the shift, you are helping shape it. This portal amplifies that lighthouse effect. Your internal upgrades don't just stop at your skin. They radiate into your family, your community, your field of influence. Even strangers passing by you feel it, often without understanding why. That's why your challenges have been heavier and your breakthroughs more intense. You're not carrying only your own growth, you're also anchoring frequencies for the people who will wake up later. The portal's energy today makes this clearer than ever. Think of it as a relay race. You've been running with the baton through dark terrain, and this portal is like a marker where you finally see how far you've come and how your effort makes it easier for the ones behind you to run their part. You may notice more synchronicities today, or a sudden sense of recognition when you meet another first-wave soul. That's not random. The portal is connecting nodes, lighthouses finding each other, brightening the grid. The more you acknowledge your role, the stronger this connection becomes. This isn't about ego or specialness, it's about responsibility and resonance. If you felt invisible or unheard, this portal will start to show you glimpses of the impact you've already made, proof that your work hasn't been in vain. And as this wave strengthens, the collective shift accelerates. The first wave moves, the second wave follows, and a new rhythm begins on the planet. Everyone talks about this portal as the symbol of endings, of closure, of things coming full circle. But what if I told you that's not the full story? What if today isn't about closing the book at all, but staring at the empty page that comes right after? That's where you are right now. The blank space, the silence after the last line, the unwritten chapter. It's a moment most people rush past. We're taught to crave resolution, to tie the bow neatly, to end the movie with credits rolling. But the truth is, life doesn't give you a neatly finished ending. It hands you the pen. And today, under the last portal of this cycle, that pen is heavier than ever. Closure is not the ending of your story. Closure is the moment you realize you are the author. That's why this day feels both terrifying and liberating at the same time. Because nobody is coming to write the next line for you. Not your guides, not your past, not even fate. The universe has cleared the space, handed you the page, and now it's waiting to see what you'll dare to put down. Think about that. Your afterword, your explanation, your message to yourself about everything you've been through, it's yours to create. This is the moment where the so-called end becomes the most important beginning. Don't mistake this for pressure. This is power. Because once you realize the page is blank, you also realize it has no rules. You're not bound to repeat your old cycles, not trapped in the same plot twists. You can break character, shift genres, rewrite the entire theme of your story if you choose. This is what makes the portal so much bigger than people realize. It's not just about release, not just about endings, it's about authorship. It's the universe's reminder that the afterword is always written by the one who lived the story. And if you've been waiting for permission to claim that role, this is it. The portal is not closing your book, it is daring you to write the page nobody else can. So today, don't just look at what's finishing. Look at what you're finally free to begin. Because the chapter isn't gone. It's waiting, unwritten. And the only question left is, do you have the courage to write it? There's something most people won't tell you about nights like this. Not everyone is going to feel light. Not everyone is going to feel joy. For some, tonight carries a weight, a strange heaviness, an irrational fear that creeps in out of nowhere like a shadow you can't explain. And it's not because something is chasing you, it's because your soul recognizes endings long before your mind does. Think of it like this. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly known that someone had just been there? The air feels charged, like it still remembers their presence, even though they've already gone. That's what tonight is. Your spirit is walking through the space between what was and what no longer is. And that gap, it always feels eerie. Fear is not proof of danger. Fear is proof that your soul can sense the doors closing before you see them shut. And make no mistake tonight, doors are closing. Invisible ones, the ones you didn't even know you'd left ajar. Old connections that drained you, energies that lingered too long, paths that never really led anywhere, but still took up space. This final portal is sweeping through like a custodian of fate, shutting them down once and for all. But here's the paradox. When a door shuts quietly, the silence can be deafening. That's why some of you will feel unsettled, even scared, as the night unfolds. Not because danger is near, but because the unknown is closer than it's ever been. Remember, endings feel like death only when we forget that they're also birth. What you're feeling is the echo of what's leaving. The body interprets it as heaviness, unease, dread. But the spirit knows better. The spirit knows that behind every closed door is an opening you haven't yet seen. This portal doesn't just end chapters, it erases hallways you were never meant to wander. So if you find yourself restless tonight, if the fear rises uninvited, don't assume you're broken. Don't assume you're under attack. Realize instead that you're standing in a threshold so subtle the mind can't name it. And that unease? That's the confirmation. It means the work is happening. Fear isn't here to trap you. Fear is here to remind you that the old world is truly over and that you're already standing in the entryway of the new one. Most portals just wash over you. But tonight's is different. It demands your participation. It moves you through 3 phases that decide what you carry into the next cycle. The first is recognition. This is the hardest part because it forces you to look directly at what you've been avoiding. The toxic ties you excuse, the habits that keep dragging you down, the doors you never walked through. Denial is poison. Recognition is the antidote. Then comes acceptance. This isn't surrender, it's power. Acceptance is saying, yes, it happened. Yes, it left a mark. And yes, I'm still standing. Without it, you'll keep looping the same story, mistaking it for a new beginning. And finally, transformation. This is where endings ignite into fuel. Anger sharpens into clarity. Heartbreak hardens into wisdom. Scars become proof of survival. This is 999 flipping its shadow, turning the weight that almost crushed you into the fire that pushes you forward. This portal doesn't just close a cycle, it remakes you. Recognition, acceptance, transformation, that's the process. And because this is the last 999 portal, it's not optional. It's your initiation. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.